It's Sunday, and my kids have been asking me to show them how to do my sun-dried tomato and mushroom pasta. So here we go. I'm gonna put it on video where they can have it. Breast that's doesn't have any skin and it's boneless. They say not to wash chicken, but it's slimy, and I'm not crazy about slimy. Make sure you have slimy chicken, but make sure you have a sharp knife. And you can take it on the thick side. And this is the way I do it. I don't know how everybody else does it. And you just butterfly it. Start it. There we go. That's one. All right. Then put that aside. Go ahead and put some olive oil on your chicken. And rub it in. Like that. All right. And I'm going to salt and pepper it with my salt and pepper and garlic mixture. And just pat it in. Like that. You just brown it up real good. That's good. That would go real quick. I'm going to take my time with this chicken because I want to get a little bit of smoke flavor in my pasta this time. So I'm going to put it on my smoker at 180 degrees, which is extreme smoke, for about, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes. And then I'm going to kick it up to about 450 degrees and just sear it until the breast is 150 degrees. Then I'll slice it up and I'll put it in the pasta to finish cook. Just, almost the same as 3 large. So just smash it. And after you do that, just chop it up finely. You're going to take your sun-dried tomatoes. They're pretty cut up already. And I like to just come in here, just chop them up a little bit finer, and they'll stick to the knife. So just try to pull it off and just kind of keep running it under there. And you can see I have my mushrooms, and they're already sliced. What I do when I put them in the pot, I start kind of chopping them and making them in little pieces. But I do that in the pot. I'll show you how to do that. So you're going to want to put your pasta in there. I have fettuccine today for it. Get some salt in that water. Alright, so you heat your pot up. Get a good coat of olive oil on the bottom. And you're going to put your mushrooms in there. And you're going to put your garlic. And just get it all stirred around. And I'm going to put a little bit of my salt and pepper mixture in it. Not a lot. You got to remember, all of that whipping cream and half and half's got some salt in it also. So I have my fire on hot. See it right there. And then I start breaking these up. That's why I use a flat spoon. If you haven't invested in one of these yet, you got to have it. It becomes more of roasting them at this point because there's no more oil in the bottom. We see all of that oil and that garlic it's getting soaked into those mushrooms, and it's just going to make it so happy. Remember, we're looking for flavor, looking for everything to be happy, happy. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put my sun-dried tomatoes in there and just stir it around. All right, so my noodles are done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a measuring cup, and I'm going to try to grab 2 cups of water out of this. I'm a little short, so I'm going to grab me just a another cup. I'm going to grab a little bit more, and I'm going to put it in here until I have 2 cups of water. In fact, I'm going to do 6 of these smaller ones right here. I'm going to open it up and just put it inside this boiling water. Haven't used these before. And it'll dissolve. So I'll do that. Keep stirring your mushrooms and your sun-dried tomatoes till they cook down. And you can see what they're looking like right there. They're looking good. All 6 of them in there. I'm going to go ahead and stir it around. I want them to dissolve. It's getting close. So just keep stirring your mushroom and your sun-dried tomatoes in here. You can see, boy, all the flavors mixing in well with the mushrooms, soaking in all of that goodness. All right, so it's ready. I'm going to go ahead and add my 2 cups of the chicken bouillon. That's all mixed in there. Now remember, I got it from my noodles, the water from the noodles. And go ahead and get that cooking on a medium heat until some of this moisture has been soaked in and evaporated. All right, while I'm waiting, I'm going to go ahead and get my 1/2 cup of half and half, put in my measuring cup, half and half. That's a 1/2 cup. All right. Then I'm going to put another 1/2 cup of my whole whipping cream. I've been putting more in it lately as I've been cooking this. I've been cooking this dish for years, and I like it a little more runny now than I used to. There we go. So I got that ready. I'm not going to put it in just yet. I'm waiting for my bouillon to kind of reduce a little bit. It's got a little ball going on in there. You can see that. It's been going on for about 5 minutes. I think it's ready. Can't mess it up, the dish, so don't worry about that. If you go too soon or too long, you'll just add a little bit more whipping cream or the half and half to get it a little bit more moist if it is that you're running dry. So go ahead and pour that in there. I'm going to have the recipe on the comments below, so you'll have it. I did forget to tell you about the basil we're going to put in it. This dish is just amazingly good. I mean, you can impress so many people. I mean, it's not Cajun. It's not, you know, I guess you would say it's Italian, but I'm Cajun, and I've came up with this because I tasted it one time in a restaurant and I loved it so much. I said, I got to figure out how to do it. So I've been cooking my way of doing it for years. Basil, and I'm gonna put my basil in there. So here we go. There we go. Stir that around. I'm gonna take you outside and show you my chicken. It's on a smoker. I'm fixing to kick up the heat to 450 and sear it up real good because it's been sitting on there for 30 minutes. All right, let's take a look at it. See, I got it smoked up real good, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn my temperature up to 450, and I'm just gonna sear it now. But hey, just as long as you got a good little sear on your protein or your shrimp. All right, this thing's looking really good now. Oh, it smells delicious. See, those mushrooms are just filled with flavor now. I mean, absolute flavor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a taste just to make sure I'm seasoned good. Oh my God. I wish y'all could taste it. Gonna put you half a cup of cheese in here. Now you see that cheese is gonna soak up some of that liquid too, so you may have to add some more. So I'm just gonna melt this up. And then I'm gonna put my pasta in here and start stirring it around. And it's already melted. So I had my pasta, I put on the side. I put cold water on it. Got it all nice and cooled off. And now I'm putting it in here. And I'm just gonna get that stirred around without making too much of a mess here. There we go. I'm gonna get some of that, all that stuff on the bottom, on top of the pasta, and let it start soaking up all of this goodness too. So now I have it on a slow heat, very low heat. All right, I'm gonna show you how I do my bread. I take some olive oil and I put it on top of the bread. Just like that. And then I take a little bit of onion powder, very little. All right, and I take granulated garlic, a little bit of that on there. All right, and I do minced garlic. I like a little bit of texture when I'm eating my bread. So I'm gonna put that on there. I'll put quite a bit on that. And either basil or I have this Italian seasoning I found at Rouse's, and I like that. So I'm gonna put that on there pretty good. Comes out slow, but there you go, and that's it. And I'm gonna put it on the grill. You can put it in the oven, just get it nice and crisp. And it's a lot healthier than all that butter that you would put normally on Acadian French breads. All right, this is a perfect example. And I wanted to pull it a little bit earlier because I get phone calls from one of my sons who freaks out because it doesn't look like what my stuff usually looks like. Well, it didn't brown as dark as I want to. I could leave it on there and let it go a little longer and it would. But I'm at 150 degrees. What I should have done was take it off like I used to do and then get the temperature up and then put it on and get it seared. But I didn't. So, but it's going to be okay. You know, you don't have to freak out. It's going to be perfect just the way it is. So I'm going to go ahead and cut little strips. And you can see, I mean, it's almost done. It's so close, but it's going to finish cooking that little bit of ways inside my pasta. So I'm going to finish cutting it up just like this, and then I'm going to put it inside the pasta, and I'll show you that. All right, so I put the meat inside my pot, and I'm going to go ahead and try to get that stirred up. You can see right here, it's getting a little dry. Okay, I don't have as much on there. I'm just going to take the rest of this whipping cream and put it in there. No big deal. So you just want to get this in here, and it's just going to finish cooking. It won't take long at all now. And in fact, I'm going to put a little bit more half and half. I used to not do all of this, but I like it a little bit on the soggy side where you can dip your bread in all that goodness. And look, you saw what I peppered it with. Wasn't much. Right at the beginning, I tasted it. It doesn't need anything. There's so much flavor in here, it's good to go. Take a look at it. See how gooey it looks. That's what you're looking for right there. All right. I got about 2 more minutes and it's ready to serve. Very easy dish to make, and it will impress all your friends. Trust me. All right, so I went ahead and served myself a plate. I threw a little bit of basil on top of it. You can see what it looks like. See what it tastes like. Ça c'est bon. I want to thank y'all for watching. If you like what we're doing, please subscribe and share my YouTube page with people so they can get this recipe also. Thanks, and I hope everybody has a blessed day.